Hey everybody, welcome to the Mark with Effort podcast. I am Farid.
I'm Benzu.
Yeah, man, and we are in phase 2, baby. Phase 2. We could have met up, but I think this this format is kind of fun for us, so because we can really like meet other people across and we can still have good conversations and enjoy. I think once after phase 3, then I think we should really meet up and like feel the energy between each other and we can talk like that lah. Not lazy lah, bro. Outside raining now. See, I got my sweater on.
We should film it under the rain.
Oh, then your camera die, bro.
At the jungle, bro.
And then I got the GoPro. Mine waterproof.
Imagine we do one in the jungle.
See?
Hey guys, welcome to Mark with Effort. We are in the jungle right now.
In the jungle, Moonshine Jungle. Bruno Mars, my
jungle.
favorite man. Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
But
man.
I remember this sweater when I bought it. It was super baggy, bro. But
And
now
now,
like
tight
fitting.
fit,
Not tight fit, but fitting.
You know what it means, man. It doesn't mean he grow fatter, you know. It just means he bulk up. He more.
I'm full of
sapao
love.
now, bro. We now
Full of
sapao,
love.
bro.
Yeah, man. All right. So I'm actually very excited for today's guest. She's a very good friend of ours. And
Yep. We've been working very closely with her like the past years, and like very closely for the past years. And I think we just move on. So like, and I think like move on to be better. And also like I'm excited to talk to her because it's been a while since we all talk to each other.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
So Ben, who we got today, baby?
Today we have our good friend Krisha.
Hi, Krisha.
Amir.
How are you, man?
I am very good. I am great.
You're great. How have you like handled this circuit breaker so far in phase 1?
Yeah, man.
Wow. It feels like actually not so long ago, but also very long ago because like I've already started going back to work. So it just feels like some time ago. But
Seriously, you went back to work already?
yeah, I've started going back to work.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, because we have like national events to
Oh,
do.
cool. So right now you are with MDC.
MDC, correct.
Right. So how has it been in MDC so far?
It's been like I've been there for about 6 months now. So
That's fast, man.
Yeah. But I feel like I haven't fully gotten the whole experience because when I came in, then like very shortly after like a couple of months returning, the whole virus hit and then like a lot of shows got
Right.
cancelled. So like I think I've only done like 2 shows with them so far. When
Cool.
I think there would have been a lot more if there was no like circuit breaker and stuff like that. But now that we are getting back into the swing of things, I think
Right.
But it's been
Cool,
great.
man.
So you haven't get the NS boys trying to gloat over you and stuff,
Nobody want to glow over this girl lah.
What,
Hey, don't
you
say
never know,
leh.
okay? You never know,
Yeah,
okay?
the Indonesian boys all like one. The Indo boys all like.
She's popular in Indonesia.
Yeah, so, but before we start all this thing, for people out there, it's Krisha's birthday.
2 days
So
It might be over already,
Yeah.
but still, when you watch this, maybe you can send
Hey.
like happy belated birthday.
it's called a birthday month for a
Birthday
reason,
month.
right? Yeah, spend with the month. So wish her and send her your birthday wishes because she's beautiful. And this is Krisha, man, talking about. Damn it.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so we're gonna start with the podcast right now, Krisha. Are you ready for all the difficult questions?
I will
Not
try my
really,
best.
Alright, Benzo, you can start by there.
Alright, man. The first difficult question, right? Your $1,000 question. Okay, like how do you start dancing?
How do I start dancing? Love this
Like
question.
summary lah, summary.
Summary. I started dancing from a really young age, like 5 years old. So my mom always wanted to like be a dancer. She had this dream because my mom's a singer. So she was a singer, and then growing up, she grew up in the Philippines, right? So I mean, my parents were relatively like not average income families. They were actually like lower income families. So like they all had these like aspirations and dreams. So my mother's dream was like, I want to be a dancer, a singer, and blah blah blah. So she's like, when I have a child, I'm gonna put her into dance. So my mom just like straight away by birth, like, you're gonna dance. So and then like so she put me into ballet, and then
Kena chop sia, chop.
Yeah, like dancer. Yeah, and
Yes,
then I think a story that not many people know is like I was born with like my hips were kind of open, so I would like my legs like that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they were not like this.
Oh.
My legs were
Uh-huh.
like that. So the doctor said that like if I don't like shift and adjust my alignment of my hip by like a certain age, then I would have to wear a hip brace,
Right.
probably for the rest of my life lah. So I think my life would have turned out very differently if it wasn't for ballet. So apparently my ballet teacher would like really try to help me with my turnout and everything. So that definitely helped lah. Because I mean now I'm fine. As in, yeah, I don't have the best turnout, which is why I probably like would never make it as a ballet dancer. But I guess I mean
Dude, I don't know the story, but that's so dope.
Yeah, man. That's
So-
quite cool though.
I had to adjust my
Wow.
alignment through
Yeah.
ballet, and yeah. So I mean now my feet are, I mean I can turn out, but my turnout would never be like those extreme
Right.
ballerinas like that 180 turnout. Yeah. So I started ballet, and then I actually did Indian classical dance, Bharatanatyam, for a very long time. Not many people know this also because it's like a little secret that I have.
Alright, man.
Yeah. So
Now everybody knows that's all it
Yeah.
matters.
So you were a classical Indian dancer.
yeah, I did it
Wow.
almost the same duration as ballet, so many years actually. But
Yeah,
I
that's
was
cool.
not super serious in the classical Indian dance, just because it was more of like a thing that my father put me in to like get in touch with my culture, like my Indian roots. And also my cousins were all doing it, like my female cousins, so we would like on Sundays go for like dance class together. It was like a fun family thing. But like I just somehow continued doing it like for a very long time lah. But I was more into ballet than I was into Indian dance. And so I did that for like from 5 till like probably like poly like year 1, where a lot of things changed. And like secondary school I joined like modern dance. Which is like, the modern dance secondary school is not really modern dance. I don't know what kind of dance is that. But it
Abstract.
You mean
definitely
like the contemporary?
it's like
contemporary,
contempt, a bit modern, then suddenly got a bit hip hop here, like
Okay,
Oh, that's
okay.
cool. A bit
Yeah.
sense of
Yeah,
hip-hop.
that's Singapore, man. That's Roja, everything.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my secondary school life was interesting. That's like a whole other story, but we should not get into that because that would be a very long story. So yeah, I danced in secondary school, but it was never really like too serious. But I've always loved dancing. And then only when I came to poly, when I joined NRA, then my whole life just like flipped, So yeah, as in I joined Ngee-Ann with the intention of like already knowing about NRA because Wang Qing, Tina, was my SYF choreographer in Tanglin Sec. Yeah.
Oh, very sia.
Yeah,
Wait,
so-
you in Tangling ah?
Yeah, I was in Tanglin Sec.
Are you
Yeah.
urban group UTG ah?
No, I'm not UTG.
No, she's not. Huh?
Yeah,
You
I was
you
not
don't know
good
she's
enough.
from Tanglin meh?
Yeah.
I forget lah.
I
Sia lah.
remember.
We talk a lot of bullshit, but I forget. I have very bad memories. Okay,
It's
apologies.
okay. Yeah. So I was in Tanglin Sec, but I was not in UTG. Yeah, so because of Tina, then like I got the exposure, like, oh, what is this UTG and the NRA collaboration for like Danzation. So that's how we knew about NRA, and then I joined NRA. And so when I came to NRA, then there's like all the information and knowledge about like what the real dance world was really like, and like as in like our side of the dance world was like. And then I was just very like very ready to learn and like explode, because I feel like in my secondary school life I was very suppressed. Like I want to dance, but like I cannot So I think when I came to poly, I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna like go all out with this dance thing. I'm gonna learn everything. Yeah, because I love like doing all kinds of styles. So like
Right.
I was just damn excited to like learn everything. Anything I can get my hands on, I would like want to learn it. So that was like my poly life, and I was very grateful because like I was really given a lot of opportunities in NRA. Like I know a lot of stories of people like I mean NRA for 3 years, but like I never like did a single competition. Like I feel for those people, and I think in NRA there's always like a time and place, and like I always respect the choreographers and the teachers in charge. I mean the instructors who like make the decision like whether you are ready for it or whether you're not.
Right.
Yeah, so but like thankfully I was ready. So like I have a lot of opportunities.
Yeah lah, she been
lah.
doing ballet, Indian classical, contempt. So she does longer than all of us. How can you not be ready, man? Come on.
But it was never serious, It's like
Plus you
Yeah.
are Filipino, means confirm you can dance and like
No, sing.
you have all the essence in you to make you a goddess in dance,
well,
But I think here's the thing, like, you talking about NRA, like when you're talking about competitions, like Like, but I just feel like there are a lot of people that are like there are few maybe like a few members that are very salty. Like sometimes they didn't get chosen or something. But the thing is, I mean like if let's say your work that you show or the hard work that you put in and then you show it, you will definitely get a chance one. But then like some people they just don't really want to work towards that, but yet they are salty about it.
I mean, for me, I feel like I think the dynamic of the club is different. Like,
Yeah.
okay, certain like say choreographers or clubs, they say, okay, everybody gets exposure,
Yeah,
no matter
right.
how good or how bad you
Right.
are. So I think that is okay.
Yep.
But the dynamic of NRA is like it's a very competitive team. It's always trying to like reach for
For
higher
sure.
heights,
Yeah.
right? So you join it. The thing is, it's like this. So you gotta live up to it. If not, you're gonna be disappointed. So,
Yeah, man, you guys gotta work
And-
hard for it, man.
so it's not for everybody. That's what I feel lah. I feel you and what you say lah.
Yeah. I think for some people, like everybody comes in with an expectation, right? So maybe some
Definitely,
people
yeah.
had the expectation that like me, but imagine like if I never got those opportunities, I also would be damn sad, like, oh my god, I come
Right.
to NRA, I want to dance and you never give me opportunities. Like
Right.
but I think it's just a matter of like also having that self-awareness to like be like, am I really ready for this? Or like are people really holding me back? Because if they are, then I mean there are people who left the club and did great things outside, So I think everybody has a different like path and journey lah. But I was just lucky that like NRA was the one that like changed everything for me and gave me all the opportunities I needed to like start out lah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, if let's say we say now we're talking about NRA, if you can just like maybe off the top of your head, what's the first thing you think of NRA in terms of experience? Like that experience is what I always think of, being bad or good, embarrassed or what. Okay, what's that thing you can remember right now?
My experience wow. I
The
think
very first thing you can remember.
2012 was like the year like for me.
Your
Yeah.
year.
It was like my year, like straight up was my year. It was like the year where I was like, oh my god, I'm coming into myself. Like I feel like all the right things are like coming in place. But there were a lot of struggles lah. But I think Vix,
Yeah.
Vix is like the person, like my whole NRA life, just like Vix is the one.
Yeah.
Because like
Vix
I was,
Lou, what's up, man? Vix Lou.
I love this
Because of
woman.
Roosevelt, right? Roosevelt.
Yeah, like she literally is like my day one. Like I saw her, I was like, oh my god, I love this woman. I want to be her. And then I just like fangirl from a corner. And then I remember like we had the Dancing auditions, which like I think 2012 was the first year that we all had to do like solo auditions on the stage at the
Right.
music
Even
box.
alumni have to, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like I did my solo. Then after she came to me and she was like, "Oh my god, I really love your solo." And I was like, "I'm dying. Vix just saying my solo's good." Like my whole life after that is like, I got the stamp of approval from Vix already. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got to dance in her item in Ron and everything. So it was just like, yeah. I don't have a
So
specific
2012.
moment. Yeah, but 2012 that year was it.
2012. Isn't 2012 like
I wasn't involved, right? 2012. I don't think so.
No, I think you
Was it?
stepped down a little bit.
Yeah.
2012.
I sat down for a while.
But
because
Transition
shit
20
happens.
But Transition 2011 was the alumni crew that got a 20-minute item, right? 2011.
2012. 2011, there was no transition.
No. I think your transition is 2013.
2012 is the
whoa.
one on the CC stage, right? The
can't
birds
remember.
flying
Bro,
high.
Bro, it's
Oh, yeah,
by
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
it's by
2012.
annual ma. So
It's
my first one was 2006. So it's always on an even
Then
number.
that one is 2008. My
Yeah,
freshie
yeah.
lah, 2008. Then when
Yeah.
I'm senior it was 2011.
Eh?
Or was it 2010?
I think 10 lah.
Don't
That-
know lah. Okay, doesn't matter. That time doesn't matter. But she just remember that Vix was like her inspiration and like
Yeah.
her.
Yes.
The
I
one that
mean,
pushed her
y'all were
forward.
my inspirations also lah.
Don't bluff.
Don't bluff lah. Come on lah. Who the hell are we?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think like moving forward from NRA, then after that you got out of poly, then you were in DreamWorks. You went to
Yes.
SIM. Am I right?
Briefly, I was there because I think
Yeah, briefly. I'm curious because I don't see you much there. I just see you take Ahua's class a little bit, but that's a long time ago.
yes.
But
Okay,
yeah, so
Because in the heart only got bigs, man. cannot
Ahua, cannot.
Have. I have a lot of space in my heart for people. Okay. Yeah, I joined DreamWorks because I got into SIM, so I mean, obviously I was like, okay, let's continue dancing, and it was perfect because SIM is right next door to Ngee Ann. So after school, I would just like hop on over back to Ngee Ann and just start dancing in NRA again. So I think my heart was still very much in NRA.
Yeah.
So, but I wouldn't say I didn't commit to DreamWorks. I just think that the SIM life is very different from poly life. So like in SIM, there's so many different universities and everybody has like a different like school curriculum, exams at different times. So like people are not that consistently there all the time. Like you don't get everyone in the space together very easily. And so but I was lucky enough because the year that I joined was also the year that they were doing a production. So I managed to like be cast as one of the leads in that production. But that was the one that Freddie was directing that year. So but I think it's very interesting because the whole culture coming from NRA and going to DreamWorks was very, very different. It was quite an adjustment for me because I think we are very, very blessed. I mean, I can't speak for people, but I was very blessed in my time to be in NRA. Like really there was like a very clear, solid culture, like how you should behave, how things are going to be run. Whereas I think at the time, DreamWorks was quite young and quite new. And I think the instructors were also kind of like still like solidifying the culture within the club. I think now they definitely have a solid like foundation. But at the time I was there, it was still in the works lah. DreamWorks.
Hey. See?
Derek Cheng.
They were still in the works, yeah. So it was a bit of a challenge for me lah, I must say. I mean for my friends who were in NRA also, because some of us joined like Shi Hui, Habiba, Jimmy, like some of us were together. Ita also was together with us.
Sean also?
Sean was much later, so later. I wasn't together with him in DreamWorks. Like Jason, Sean were all in DreamWorks also, but at a different time.
Later, okay.
Yes, yeah. So DreamWorks was good lah, but I couldn't stay long because after the production ended, like it was like exam period, and then like right after that I graduated, and so I was just like, oh, I'm done. Yeah, like finish. Yeah, and I didn't really feel the need to go back and contribute in the club because there were other seniors like Windy, Brian Lau, Wee Ming and all who are very, very active as alumni there, and I think they definitely served the club so much better than I would have served the club. And I was very committed in NRA lah, so I was just more there.
Okay, that's cool, man. Like I mean, I'm sure. I mean, maybe like we can find another episode where you can elaborate on club cultures. Hopefully, and find people that is all from different clubs. Like, what's different from yours? What's different from mine? I'm curious.
We should invite all the past presidents of the club.
Yeah, recently there was like this podcast that Richard, the late night podcast.
Yeah, with Lam Lam.
Yeah, so they had a short little one with what club was it?
Yeah, but they only had 2 clubs.
Yeah. We can do all.
Yeah. I want to do all clubs.
All, man. With NUS, NTU, SMU, MPTP, NYP, RP. Yeah.
And the ITE all the one Why?
Also.
You
from ITE, bro.
Bro, but I never joined ITE dance club, bro. I registered, they never call me, That's why I saw.
Cannot lah, not good lah. Okay, after that, I think we're gonna move on a little bit. Just gonna fast forward. I approached you to ask whether you want to be an instructor and teach for us or not at that point of time.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, and that was quite nerve-wracking for me. But like recruiting you in a sense. Because, by the way, I think it was great. So I think I want you to, maybe we can talk about you being an instructor. Moving forward, from now you were a dancer, you're competing, you're still working on yourself. But then now you are trying to explore into this instructing journey, this road. So maybe you can tell us a story about maybe what was great about that. I think what was great about that first. I think that we'll talk about that first.
Yeah, man.
What was your best experience in a sense?
Wow, best experience. We're talking about like school coaching, right? Like with and all that.
Yes. School coaching.
Yeah, I think it was a great time in my life. Definitely, I love teaching. I love coaching. I till this day I still feel that like one of the callings in my life is to teach and to educate. So like that would definitely be a part of me, like I hope for the rest of my life, even though now I'm like not so involved in coaching anymore. But that's definitely like what I feel I was called to do lah. So in terms of highlights, like I mean we have many low moments and high moments for sure. What was my highlight? Let me think. Wow. I cannot recall a particular highlight right now, but I think any time we send students for competition is a highlight in itself, because I think the journey to a competition is always filled with so much like lessons, so much challenges, and like moments
So
that
much emotions.
so much
man.
emotions, like
It's draining.
it's so much. Like I mean, I know of people who don't feel this way, but I think like for us, we really like put so much into it, and then like you know you are like so absorbed into the whole entire experience, and like it's like you yourself competing for competition, you know.
Man.
So like for me, I'm
It's
also
more nerve-wracking
yeah,
because you cannot control it.
correct.
You are just there to like. Then that's it, you know. Yeah, like you know, we join competition, we control the situation.
Yeah.
But this one is, you know, like you're like, all you can do is like, okay, can.
You're just a puppeting from the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I like literally can't think of a particular like moment right now. But yeah, I just know that every competition phase was always like very memorable. Like I think teaching like in my secondary schools were definitely like very pivotal moments for me to like also understand myself as a coach, as a person, like what are my values, like what do I feel are important for myself, right? And then like learn more about myself as well. Like I realized that a lot of my self-worth as a person is very much tied to the work that I produce. Yeah, so I don't know whether it's a good or bad thing, but like, so I think whenever I put anything out, even if it's like a secondary school level, that it's like you don't get to put your full artistry in, but it's still something that you're creating and you're showing to the world like this is mine, right? So like when I do that, I think there's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of like expectations that I have that I want to achieve. Yeah, and I mean I've achieved most of it, but to get there is the hard part lah. You know, you to like battle with the kids, you gotta like brainwash them, you gotta like get them on your side, and you gotta like get the school on your side, you gotta get everybody on your side. It's like a battle lah, you know.
Yeah, man.
So
yeah, but I agree. I think she made a good point. I think we mentioned briefly about it last time that when just both me and Ben talk, and like we say that as much as we teach these students, these kids, we learn a lot about ourselves.
Yeah.
We really learn a lot. The thing is, like you said, you pointed out that you learn what values matter to you that you want to imprint on these students, right? Same thing here. Like we look at them, they're like, okay, shit, man. Like I have to look at myself, and I have to walk the walk. If I talk the talk, you get what I'm trying to say. So I learned that okay, I need to be like this so that they can follow me to lead by example. So it's really a two-way process, and yeah, I do agree lah. That's very good point. I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah. If we say I think like my teaching years, what is it like over like that? My teaching years.
Not yet. That phase only.
That particular like really like pressure cooker phase, I would say. I was really like thrown into the whole thing and like learned everything on the job. Like it was I love competition, I love challenge. So like I loved that experience, but it was just like a lot to handle as like somebody who's just starting out in the industry also lah. Yeah, but I loved it lah.
Then we can talk about that since like you know it's been thrown a lot. So there'll be points where we all three of us get burnt out. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about this topic about let's say dancers, whether you are in the coaching side or you're just dancing and you're just like always creating. So we're gonna talk about burnouts a little bit. Do you remember a point where you were burnt out and what happened?
I do remember a very distinct time. I think there was I can't remember what year is it lah. It was like probably like I don't know, but I was teaching a lot and I was like dancing very actively with Debutante at the time also, because that was like the time where Debutante like just hit like the whole like competition season and all that. So
that's when you guys start winning everything, right? Yeah.
That's like, yeah, man.
Bro, they will win everything one.
Bro, she take out the medal. See?
Bro, you see the behind her, all those balls. Actually, inside is all the medal one.
All the medal behind.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was teaching enrichment like so early in the mornings and then
Why enrichment?
I really love enrichment because I love children. But like the
Yeah.
morning and then you kena the back class. We all know like, wake up morning,
I
you
always
travel
get back
like all the way to
class.
Pasir Ris, then you kena the back class and you're just like, make this end now. Please make this end
I
now.
always get back class. I don't know why.
Because you can
It's
handle
just-
the back kids.
That's true. He always get the worst one.
Yeah. Then every time I finish the class, I go outside. My class good leh. My class good leh. My class good leh. Then I look at you all like,
And the funny thing is, right, we'll think, okay, here's the class, you choose. Like he will choose.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you choose this.
Kena the worst one got a bit
no
of,
leh, I never
like,
choose leh. I always kena like, you
No,
just
we-
take this class.
got before
Oh.
like use the
Got
attendance
choose.
sheet and choose.
I remember
know.
we got give you a choose, I remember.
Oh my god.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So you think enrichment and then you're teaching a lot.
Yeah, and then I was so morning enrichment, then like CCA, then at night I will go to like at that time culture studios and like attend Amin's class, and then we have like training for competition, and it's like day after day after day, and I was just like my body was so tired because I wasn't like resting enough, and so I like felt very very like sick lah. Yeah, and so I was like, I remember just constantly like being sick and then recovering and then being sick again and then recovering. And then it was just too much to handle lah. And at that point in time I was, like you want to do all the things you want to do, but at the same time, like you can't do everything, Like
Yeah.
I want to teach because I love it and also I have to earn my money. And at the
Yeah.
same time, like you want to train, you want to compete, but you were just so freaking tired. So I think at that time I didn't ever feel like giving up, but it was just like you just feel so helpless and you're just like, how did I get myself into this position? And like
Yeah.
then you just look around, you're like, how's everybody doing it? And everyone seems like okay, like am I the only idiot here like dying? Like why is it like I so stupid?
all of
like,
us have this thing in front
No,
of us.
it's just we never talk about it because
Correct.
we all felt it. Even for me, right? Like it's the same. It's like constantly creating, constantly just every day is like a cycle. You start your day at 7 a.m. You end your day at 11, 12 night, and then
Dude, we end at 2 a.m. dude when we training with Freezy.
2 a.m. and then after that morning same thing again. So it's like we just keep creating, and then doing your CCAs, it's just one thing and another like SYF,
Yeah.
Sport 24, dance works or performance or everything. So to a point like I remember I hated dance.
I think
I
we
hate-
all will probably just
I really hated dance, and I hated to like think formation. I just hate to create. I just hated a lot of things, but I just no choice, but I just have to do it. Like what they say, we gotta do what we gotta do, man.
just feel like a chore lah at some point, right? And then
Yeah.
you're creating something that doesn't feel like driven by like inspiration. It feels
Yes,
very
that's right.
difficult. I mean, we
Yeah.
all have our template and we're just like, okay, let's do it, but
Yeah,
it doesn't feel.
That's so true. We have
Yeah.
never spoken about that. Yes, there is a
There's a
template.
template.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my god. Yes,
just like
yes.
go
I
into a
always,
class, this is the template. Nah, okay. So it's like
Yes,
a lot of
yes.
times like you're just autopiloting and you're not really like putting your heart into it. And that's I think where a lot of
Yeah.
the guilt for me came. Because I'm like
I agree. Yeah.
I just feel so bad. Like I walk into a class and I'm like, I'm so exhausted. And then here are this like bunch of kids who are like so excited to see me and can't wait to like learn what I have to share with them. And I'm just like half-heartedly giving this
Right.
lah.
right.
So a lot of times that was very like difficult for me because I know I can do better, but I don't have the energy in my
Right,
soul
yeah.
to do it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you think like I mean I will not say we can pinpoint something that create this burnt out. It's just that we are doing a lot of things lah.
Yeah.
I think of course we're doing a lot of things, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of guilt. It's just very overwhelming, overpowering over us. So maybe we can all talk about how did we kind of like get over it. How do we tackle this thing? You get what I'm trying to say? So everybody is
do you
different.
tackle
So I'll start with mine.
Yes.
I just took a year off. I'm done. I did nothing with dance. I did nothing with teaching. I did nothing with talking to people, and like I'm done. So, but I mean, I'm blessed to do that lah. I'm blessed to be slightly financially free that I can be able to do that in a sense. You get what I'm trying to say? So I cannot say for everybody, but I took a break from it totally and just like keep myself updated by just watching and get inspired through that. But sometimes I really don't like it at the point of time. So that's how I did it lah. And talking to friends helps as well. But how you guys did it, like how Krisha, how you kind of like get over this? Because technically you didn't stop.
Yeah.
Still going.
I feel that a lot of times in my life, it's a bit spiritual, but I really truly believe that a lot of things were very like God-led and like very timed by God, because like many a times in my career, in my life, I never had to make a choice in anything I do. It's literally, do you want this? That okay, I will take it and I just go from there. I never had to fight or like seek opportunities. Maybe if I did fight and seek opportunity, I might be further from where I am now. Yeah. Because I'm just generally the kind who would sit and I just do my best and hope somebody like notices me and gives me the opportunity. So whatever I have now, it's all been provided for me. So at the time, it was really quite perfect timing because I was already like at the peak of everything I was doing. Yeah. And then I had the whole like gypsy project moment that came in. And so that was like the like zoop, like I just escaped everything and like went to LA and like did this thing for myself. Yeah. And so I knew that like in that year, I think it was 2018, that I wanted to go overseas and like experience the LA life, you know, because everyone's like, you need to go overseas and dance, Cali life, you know. So I was like, okay, I want to
Santa Monica.
It's like 2018, I want to like commit to, you know, just spending a few months, go overseas and like see what I can learn from there and like, you know, expand myself. Because I also felt like I couldn't like nourish my soul and like my brain here in Singapore, because like what I want to experience and want to explore in dance was not like so readily available in Singapore lah. So I was just like, okay, let me Google and see what can I do. And then this whole like gypsy project that was spearheaded by Erica Sobo, it kind of came out my Google, and I loved Erica's work for so many years already. So I was like, okay, this looks and sounds like something I would be interested in, but I didn't know any clue what the program was really about, because they keep it relatively vague also. But I just knew it was like more about like exploration and like finding your voice as an artist. So I was like, okay, let me audition. And then I got in. I was like, oh my God, I got in. So now time to drop everything. But I was like, I knew that I was just only going to drop it for like maybe a couple of months and I would come back to it. Yeah, so I just like kind of informed GJ at the time. And then she like, okay, sure, go ahead, support you. And she put people in place to help take over for that period. And I think that was very good because I had a break to really do what I need for myself and feel re-inspired. And I really think that was like another pivotal point in my dance career as well, because it really gave me the voice that I have today as an artist, and gave me a lot more clarity as to what I want to do in Singapore. Whether I want to do it in Singapore, which was very clear. I did want to do it in Singapore, as I am still here. Yeah, so I think that break was very necessary and important, like the distance from it to want to do it again. Yeah. So when I came back then, I was like, okay, it feels good. And then, you know, you go back into the whole rhythm again, and then you start feeling a bit tired again. And then
you gotta make a decision, right?
Correct. And just nice also, this whole MDC thing, like, you know, appeared into my life, and like it was something for me to consider. And then at the time I was like, you know what, like if I take this opportunity now, like that doesn't mean that I would completely stop teaching, because MDC allows us to have external engagement still. But I only thing where I have to drop is like my secondary schools. And so that was like the hardest thing lah. But I think once I weighed the pros and cons, and I realized that, you know what, these kids, they're gonna leave me when they finish their secondary school life, and I'll be here all the way. So I think the people I was attached to at the time, I knew that if I let them go now, it's not that I would lose them forever. Like if they really, you know, wanted to learn from me or felt impacted by my teaching, they would find a way to be with me lah, or I could still teach them from a distance. So I was like, okay, I think this is a good time to put a hold on this whole coaching thing and like do full-time performing as a job. So yeah, it's just everything kind of came at the right time for me to like feel the prolonged period of exhaustion, and then boom, I go overseas, and I come back, and then I feel the prolonged period of exhaustion, and then boom, I got a new job. So yeah, that's kind of what happened lah.
Nice.
I think the break is the most important part, I feel, because other than the fact that you get to let go of all those exhaustion, I think it gives you clarity on what you want to do. Because when you come back here, you said that you did the same thing again, that it's not filling you up, right? It's not right. So you realize that, okay, maybe this is not the way that I want to do it. But you still want to do it. Maybe that's not the way.
I think I was lucky because when I came back, that was also the time when I had the opportunity to teach at old school. So that was also like a huge milestone, because I mean, like, everybody is like, old school, like, I mean, still everyone's like, old school. So like, and I was never really like the person who goes to old school regularly and like dance there. So when I started teaching there, I was just like, where does girl come from? Like, what the, you know? But yeah, so I think that it was also very good, because even though I was doing the same thing, I had this additional new thing that I could put my artistry into, and then that was something that I could like use as an outlet. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. So Ben, how you come out of yours?
Just quit lah.
My brother's
Just do
knocking
other
my
thing
door.
lor. Stop everything. I find another career. I just find another career. That's about it. No, I mean, like, for me, it's like, I think it's similar to Krisha. It's like, there was a point that like we went, both of us, we went to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, we, like, no program. It's like, hey bro, just go take class, that's it. Man, which we did, man. And I think that first trip to LA, and second trip I went with Krisha and the other, and then Peeps. Like the first trip to LA was like pretty much like my breakthrough. Like, because you know like there's so much you can do right in Singapore, and then we are so fixated on our schedule and whatever thing all we care about is tomorrow, where am I going to career for the kids. Like, I never once thought about myself. Like, I never think like, okay, I need to improve, I need to grow as instructor. All I did was, okay, tomorrow I need to prepare this, I need to prepare, that's about it. So until the point that we decided, hey, you know what, just F it, let's just buy a ticket and let's just go for 2 months. And after that 2 months, I think I really grew as a dancer. Like, even though we didn't took any programs, but to have someone there to just talk. But I think me and Farid learned through just every day spending there and just finding ourselves and just thinking of what are we going to do with this law.
But I think it's like Ben goes there. Ben took way more classes than I did. Because at that point of time when I went, I was already uninspired. I was tired of this shit.
Yeah. Right.
But because Ben's want to go, I say, you know what, brother? Never mind. Fuck it. Buy ticket. Let's go. Go Vegas. Enjoy this kind of stuff, right? Yeah. So like I knew he was going there to experience and to improve and learn from that. For me, I just want to get inspired.
Yeah.
The fact that I told some people, I went there for the first week, I took a number of classes. It was also boring. I was like, it's alright, I can find this in Singapore, it's the same shit. Until I took Tony Sa's class.
Yep.
And then I got inspired.
Okay, can.
Yeah, so, and then again, there's a drive that all of us need to get re-inspired again.
And I think his speech really makes a difference, his speech.
Yeah, I think certain teachers can do that lah.
Yeah, and when I came back, like just 2 months, man, I improved so much.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and just finding myself like the breaking my boundary, and then and I felt refreshed, and at that point I remember it was transition, and I was like collabing with Wayne. Then Wayne had to like take a responsibility for about 2 months.
Hey, shout out to Wayne.
Yeah, man. So shout out Wayne, man. Thank you for that. Yeah. So I think, but here's the thing. Okay, I came back. I was ready for it again, but it's gonna happen again, and in fact it did. It did happen again. Like it just.
So you got burnt out real quick after that, is it?
And the burn was way faster than I thought it would be. Yeah. So I think at that point of time, I chose and I really make the biggest decision was to like switch career. Yeah. So
I think the
that's where
important
I-
thing is like I feel like a lot of people when they want to do dance as a career, they feel that like teaching is the only way that we can like make it in Singapore,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And like I'm even like for people who are really great teachers like you guys, like there's
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, no
I'm
problem,
a great teacher.
man. Yeah, but like even for people who are really good instructors and like really passionate, like there can be a time where you be like, you know, maybe this is not for me anymore, and that's okay. Like there's, like, I think it's a scary thing lah for a lot of people because it's like once I'm in it, then it's like there's nothing else. Like I can only either like teach dance or I can only perform, and like if I don't want to do either,
Commercial
then
lah.
how can I
Yeah.
still be relevant as a dancer in Singapore? It's like I just poof, I'm gone. Like if I don't dance anymore, you know, but I think as a dancer, like if you're a dancer, you're a dancer. If you love creating and you have that talent, like you don't need to be so visible all the time to be still a dancer. Like I would still say that both of you are still dancers. If you give you a song now to create, I'm sure you can create anything you want. You know, it's
Okay, man, 10 minutes. You give me 10 minutes.
yeah.
Wow.
So
I cannot. I take longer.
But 10 minutes can already. But not
15
Taiwan lah.
minutes.
Maybe like 1, 2, 3.
Hey, remember the template. Put the template. The
Put the
template.
template, man.
come out. Yeah.
Yeah. Isolation. Do a
Yes.
turn. I think it's great. Hopefully, like this conversation inspires people in a sense where know that you can be burnt out and then that you can recover from it. It's just that
Yeah, I think you just have to find the
Somehow-
balance. Find the balance in it.
it's either like you need to disconnect a little bit, get inspired again, and then because of that you get clarity and then you can move forward again. You get what I'm trying to say?
And I just want to say, right, it's okay to like you being missing for a while. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like because last time, all of us always focus on being relevant as a dancer. I cannot go missing. I cannot suddenly I don't go because people will forget about me. But I feel after I'm out of it and I realize that it's okay to go missing for a little bit because I think that's where you find clarity and then that's where you find yourself again, and then when you come back, you're definitely going to come back stronger, and that's where people like, hey, she's back, he's back, but
Guess who's back?
he's different, she's different. Yeah. So I just feel like
I
it's
think
okay
the whole
to
like
go missing.
being relevant thing is also very overrated.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
man.
But
For sure.
I cannot say that at a certain period of my time that I thought that being relevant is overrated. I wanted that.
yeah.
I think maybe in me, I don't know about you guys, but in me I feel that that's like it's a gratifying moment. But this guy is relevant, they know you are.
Of
Like I want to
course.
be there.
Yeah.
But then of course I feel over time, like there's a period of time, you know what? I think I'm much more valuable to the people that I teach that one-on-one. I don't need everyone to know me.
Right.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter what you
yeah.
think about
Yeah,
me, but
right.
what I offer to someone else, I think that's the most important. But
Right.
yeah, so I understand about being relevant lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think when I said that, I meant exactly what you said, which is like I think when you first start out, it's like, oh my god, like the most important thing is to be relevant. Like I need to let people know who I am, what I can offer in this world. But I think that kind of like rat race is damn exhausting lah. Like for me also, like that really put so much like pressure on myself. Even in the things I create, it's like, oh my god, is this going to be well received? It's like, is people gonna like this? And then eventually, it's like you don't really feel like you're creating for yourself anymore. Also,
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't really care for being relevant that much. Even though
but
I would love to be relevant, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You're relevant.
100%, please,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is, I think there to me lah, I do not know if you guys see, but there are still some people that has been in the game for quite a while. They're still seeking that. You get what I'm trying to say? Then for me, I just hope you guys find peace. That
Yeah.
I mean, like whatever you give is still valuable. You just don't.
I just
Don't
don't
have
be
to
so
be-
obsessed with it because it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
unhealthy. Yeah, it's really unhealthy.
Like you are our peers. We see you. We understand you. But then when we talk about it, it's like, what are you trying to say? Right? I'm not like that. No, we can see you. Damn it! You are trying to show and say all this shit. You guys know what we're talking
Afraid
about.
lah,
So.
but the way your actions like can tell lah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
but
hopefully you
Krisha-
guys find peace, man.
Yeah. Hey, so all right. So being an instructor, right? For example, let's say right now, you can give one very good advice to, let's say, your student, a fan of yours, that's aspired to be who you are. Yeah. So what is one thing that you would tell him or her?
I guess for anybody who wants to, I think it really depends. But I would say for me, is to really uh, know what you can offer in this world, and what your strengths are, and really own that individual uniqueness that you have, because I think that is really where the magic lies. Like if you know who you are, and you are so certain in what you create as a person, that you're not trying to be somebody else, or not trying to replicate anything lah. I mean, we are all inspired, and that's great. But I think
Yes.
really knowing how to put your inspiration into your body, into your soul, and then putting it out in what feels most authentic to you is very, very important. Because then whatever you create feels so true and so real for yourself, and you feel so connected to it because it's literally a part of you.
Yeah.
And that is in itself the unique selling point, right?
Yeah.
Because even though you cannot articulate what makes you unique, but everybody can see it, right? Like if I look at the two of you now, like I know exactly what makes you guys unique. And likewise for me, I can't articulate it, but I'm sure people can see what makes me unique. So I think as long as we know how to own our individualities, like I think that would in itself take you very far in whatever you want to do, whether you want to teach, you want to choreograph, you want to direct. Like it's just really being very clear and centered in who you are. And that is very, very, very hard, because that comes with a lot of like years of exploring and really digging deeper and being very, very honest with yourself, and also working very, very hard and trying a lot of things that may not work, and then knowing that that's not for you, and being confident in yourself. I think that was like a huge one, because if you are confident in your voice, then like there's nothing really like holding you back anymore. And I think that is like the hardest thing for like somebody who's younger. Like for me, as in I'm confident when I am sure, but I am not confident like just standing out there like, hey, this is me. Like I'm not that person, you know? So like that took me a while like to really be in my zone and be like, okay, this is who I am, and like being really comfortable in my movement. And then once you have that certainty and confidence, then like everything just rolls, and you know everything just comes naturally, because you're just doing you. You're not trying to be anything anymore. Yeah.
You can write book already.
Maybe one day.
Krisha, finding
Yes,
yourself.
Find yourself.
Yeah. I mean, but at the end of it, like not at the end of it, the things that you said, this is kind of the vibe that you get in a class. It's almost the same.
Yeah.
It's just that there are peaks of energy where you want to come on a little bit. But in general, this is like the vibe. So if people like you'll find this advice or you'll find this tone like really soothing to you, or it relates to you, like you should attend Krisha's class. It's really like that.
Yeah.
It's just that somehow if me and Ben is in the class, we'll play around at the back. So we will dance.
Public nuisance.
Yeah, then halfway at the back, we do shenanigans across the floor. Just for
I
the
have
fuck of
video
it.
footage of this in my phone, probably. You're at the back wall, like doing some weird thing. I'm just like, okay, guys, do you, man?
Yeah, that's how we express.
Yes, be you,
Yeah, but-
contribute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I think this
See,
nice
you see, I told you
conversation.
guys, right? That's what I meant. It's like we only asked like 3 questions or something, and it's like going 1 hour already.
It's 48 minutes really. So okay, we're gonna end off with the last one.
Yeah, let's do it,
but
man.
this last one actually we can make into a whole episode, but we're just gonna have a brief thing between us, like how you all feel, what's your reaction about the non-essentials article. So there's an article that came out from the Straits Times about essential workers, a poll that they did, and non-essential workers, and they show the top 5. So everybody can give their either first reaction, their second reaction, how they feel about it, and just a brief thing on what you guys think about it lah. So Ben, you can start first.
I'm just gonna go like keep it short. Like we are all artists, okay. No doubt we feel the disappointment. We feel frustrations and with that article. But I just feel like as publisher or as journalist, I think I feel like they could do something more about it. And if they want to list the essential, I feel that there's not a need to list the least essentials. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you can just list down the 5 essentials. You don't have to just put who are not important. Because to me in this world, everyone has a part to play. There's no you are important, you are not important. I feel like everyone has a role to make the world what it is. Like you need artists to entertain, you need human resource to do your payroll and stuff like that. You need people to do things. So I just feel like there's not a need to just put a non-essential. That's about it. Yeah.
I think for me, honestly, I didn't really like hear about it until like Rio told me about it. And my cousin was talking
You
about
say,
it.
hey, you're not essential.
Hey, shout out Rio. Hey, I miss you, Rio.
Hey, Sugiyato. Yeah, Rio. Hey, dear, you're not essential, leh.
No.
I'm thinking like how Rio will talk.
No, actually, he was just like, hey, you know, there's an article about the artist not essential. Then we just laughed about it. We were just like, oh, is it? As in, I didn't take it too hard because, I respect everything that everyone's saying and I hear all the point of views. But for me, I really wasn't bothered because I'm like, oh, this is a stupid article. I got no time for this shit. Like, so I was really not bothered at all. But after when I had like heard all the commotion about it, then I agree with Ben's point of view. I feel like it was not necessary to list the non-essentials.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like yeah lah, come on. I think we all can rise above this, and like we all have clearly established that this article is dumb shit. So like
you know what I feel? I just feel like they want to be relevant again.
Dude, okay, so my point of view, I want to say is what Ben said. I think that there's so much news now that everything's all online and you don't know what's real, what's not.
Yeah.
I feel like it's maybe now the local like news centers, they want to go on that bandwagon. So they need to put something that's controversial.
trying to be tabloid news.
Very controversial
Lame,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, so which honestly I feel I am very disappointed. I'm not disappointed with what they list out like that. Okay, whatever. People say this all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like it's nothing new. I'm like, okay, sure, it's just out there. The fact that they are making it like this, I do not know why they make it. For me, living in Singapore, I feel that the news come out, I would take it as that's the truth, right? But of course, at the back, we know something is not right. But now it's affecting us and in our face. It's just making it have a reaction, making it have a conversation about it. It's like if we can press the thumbs down button on that thing, we would.
Yeah.
Right?
You garner like millions of thumbs down.
Yeah, something along that line. But I'm just disappointed at the fact that the news centers are now going into this line instead of just giving us straight up
like legit
information.
news lah. Yeah.
Legit news. That's what I want to know. I want to be informed. The thing is, I want to trust our news centers to do it. But because of this, because of like Davia's article also, I am so disappointed right now on what's happening. So like, I don't know who to trust anymore. Like, screw you guys, man. I'll just find out myself. Whatever you say, I'm not going to believe you anymore. Something along that line.
Man. Yeah. I
So
agree.
that's my frustration. With the article, there's so many opinions being spoken about it. I feel I don't have the need to like repeat some of it because like I don't have anything new to say about it.
Right.
Yeah. So that's about the non-essentials.
Oh, well, man. Well, but all I gotta say is
fuck the news, man. Fuck the media, man.
oh well, man. But we just gotta do what we gotta do and keep grinding. And you know what? Most importantly, we all have to just stay safe. Yeah. As much as phase 2 is here.
Yesterday
But,
I see
just
all
feel
the
like-
Instagram, all the friends sit together. I nervous, yeah. I like,
Guys, you gotta remember it's phase 2. It's not over. That they don't have a vaccine yet. It's just we're trying to contain it. So don't be too excited and just crowd wherever you want to go. I think just feel like still take precaution measures. Okay, take all the strict measures, and you know what? Let's when this ends, we can really enjoy.
Yeah, man. And what I enjoy is this conversation with Krisha because I miss her. I miss talking with her.
We need to like have a gathering. We need to have a dad gathering.
Like sometimes dad gathering. Oh man,
yeah. It was supposed to happen, but I guess we gotta wait a little bit more because we over 5 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I miss like just talking to Krisha and just like have this one.
I miss talking to Shuhui also. I miss talking to Shuhui and Krisha together.
Yes, yeah.
It's like I remember the times that all of us, I don't know, man, we just talking bullshit and then complaining. Oh, I know, we always just complain.
Always complaining. Always
just complain. Everyone has their own complaint, and then we make it into a joke, and then all of us just laugh, and then it just gets better. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Krisha, do you remember that Ben sucked on your toe?
I got a video. I'll post it later on Instagram, okay?
Hey, you go ahead, man. You sound like Todo.
It's freaking stupid Farid idea.
Why
Yeah, nothing to do, guys. Let's play a game. After that, we write the forfeit and put in the box. And that forfeit, it was his forfeit. And then I lost the game. Like, what? Bro, that's disgusting, man. And we all just dance some more, we all just finished dance practice, And it was for Swag Out, remember?
Yeah. Wow. Just the other day I was watching the video.
But I tell you, Krisha, the one of the best item that I created was the one that we did for Swag Out.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just watching it the other day also. It's like, wow, what a time it was.
But it was really good though. Like there's first time really go out of what what is comfortable to us. But yeah, that was good times.
Sometimes I wish that routine was a bit longer sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel that if I look at it now, there's so many things that I could have done better.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
All of us,
we are always just like that. Yeah.
Okay,
all right, man.
I enjoy it, man. It's dope. Hey, everybody give it up for Krisha, man.
Yeah, man, Krisha.
Thanks
to all of you. If you enjoy this video, please hit the share, the like, the subscribe button. And today, thank you so much, Krisha, for being here with us and sharing your journey,
follow Krisha.
Everything, man. And
follow
also
Krisha.
Go follow Krisha, and when this whole thing is over, go take a class because it's really, 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 really gonna change your life. Yeah. The class changed your life. It changes mine. So yeah.
All right. Okay. With that, thank you, Krish. Thank you, Ben.
Hey,
thank you everybody watching. And this is Mark with Ever Podcast. See you next episode. Woo!